Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Mathematics Paper 1, Pure Mathematics 1, 970912, May, June 2022. This is ASA level International Cambridge. So let us move to the question number 1. Question number 1 says the coefficient of x4 is in the expansion of 3 plus x raised to 5 is equal to the coefficient of x squared in the expansion of this one. Find the value of the positive constant. So this is a 4 marks question. This is given that coefficient of x4 in 3 plus x raised to 5. So 3 plus x raised to the power 5. We are looking for coefficient of x4. x4 will be when 3 raised to the power 1 and x raised to the power 4. So we will write C5C4 and this will be x raised to the power 4 and 3 raised to the power 1 by binomial expansion. So this will be the term which we are looking for. 5C4 we can check 5 C4. So 5C4 is 5. So we can write 5 into 3 and x raised to the 4, which is basically 15 x raised to the power 4. Now, similarly, if we take the coefficient of this 2x plus a over x and raised to the power 6, we are looking for coefficient of x square. So we will be looking for 6C4. Difference of 6 and 4 is 2. So that's why we are taking this term, and this will be 2x raised to the 4 into a over x raised to the power 2, and this will be resulted to 6C4. We can write 6C4 and this is equal to 15. So 15 into 2 raised to the power 4 will be 16 and x raised to 4 and a squared over x squared. So this x square will cancel with this and we'll get 2 over here, and then we can rewrite it as 15 multiplied by 16. This will be 240. So 240 x squared and a squared. So we can write a square x square in sequence. So now coefficients of these two are equal. So coefficient of x square is this one, and we can write 240 a square is equal to 15, and further we can simplify this. So a square will be equal to 15 over 240, and this implies a will be equal to plus minus under root of 15 over 240, and we can calculate square root of 15 over 240 is equal to 1 over 4. So plus minus 1 over 4. If we go back to the question, they are saying find the value of the positive constant of a. So our answer will be a is equal to 1 over 4. So positive value we will be taking. This will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now this is question number 2, and question number 2 says the second and third terms of geometric progression are 10 and 8 respectively. Find the sum to infinity, and this is also 4-mark question. So second term is 10, so we can write a2 is equal to 10, and third term is 8, so we can write a3 is equal to 8. And for r value, we know this will be next term divided by previous term, so we can write a3 over a2, which is equal to 8 by 10, which we can simplify as 4 by 5. So this will be our r value. Now R is equal to what? R is equal to, for the first term, we are looking for the first term, and it will be second term over first term, and which is equal to 4 by 5. So what we have done, we have utilized second and third term and found the value of R, and then this R value we will be using to find the value of A1, A2 we already have. So A2 is 10, so we will be writing this implies 10 over A1 is equal to 4 over 5. So A1 is equal to 50 over 4, and 50 over 4 will be 50 divided by 4 will be equal to 12.5. So 12.5 is our A1 value. So we got first term, and we have R value also. So sum to infinity formula will be A1 over 1 minus R, and A1 is 12.5 divided by 1 minus 4 by 5, and this will be equal to, we can use 12.5 over 1 minus fraction 4 over 5, and this is equal to 125 over 2, 125 over 2, which is decimal value is 62.5. So 62.5, this will be final answer for this question. Now question number 3, and the question number 3 says the equation of the curve is such that derivative is given, dy by dx is given. So it is given that the curve passes through this point, and find the equation of the curve, and this is 4-mark question. So derivative which is given, which we can, this is basically integration question. So dy by dx is equal to 3 into 4x minus 7 raised by 1 by 2 minus 4x raised to minus 1 by 2. And if we take integral on both sides, so integral dy will be equal to integral, and we can write this whole expression in brackets, and this will be dx, and we have to integrate. So this side will integral will be y, and we can integrate on this side. So this will be 3 into 4x minus 7, 4x minus 7 whole raised by 1 by 2 plus 1, which is 3 by 2, and divided by 3 by 2. Power will be divided also. So minus this will be 4x raised by minus 1 by 2 plus 1 will be 1 by 2, and divided by 1 by 2, and plus integral constant c. Now we can simplify this, and y will be equal to 3. We can cancel 3 with this 3, and what else? We can rewrite it as 4x minus 7 raised to the power 3 by 2, and this denominator fraction over fraction rule, so this will be 2 over here. Basically we missed in derivative of this one also, we have to write, and that will be 4 over here, and this will be 4 will be cancelled, so 2 2s are 4, so we will get 2 over here as denominator. So what we can do, we can rewrite it as 2 over here. Hopefully you are understanding this. So next is what, this will be 3 by 2, and next is minus, and 2 will, this 2 will go as numerator, so multiply by 4, so it will be 8, and x raised by 1 by 2 plus c, and this is y value, and the point given is what, this is the point given 4 and 5 by 2. So this value we will replace to get the value of c, so it will be 5 by 2 is equal to 4 into 4, which is 16 minus 7 whole raised by 3 by 2 divided by 2 minus 8 into 4 raised by 1 by 2 plus c, and this one further we can simplify. This will be C value will be what? C value will be 5 by 2 minus, we can rewrite this as 9. So 9 raised to the power 3 by 2 over 2 and plus 8 raised to the power 4. This one 4 raised to 1 by 2. And now we can simplify. This will be 5 over 2 and minus this one fraction and 9 raised to the power 3 by 2 over this will be 2 here, and next is plus 8 into 4 raised to the power fraction 1 over 2, and this is equal to 5. So C value which we got is 5. We will replace this C value by 5 and our equation will become y is equal to 1 by 2 and 4x minus 7 raised to the power 3 by 2 minus 8x raised to the power 1 by 2 and plus 5. This is 1 by 2. Properly. And this is the final equation, curve equation, which they are asking for. Find the equation of the curve, and this was 4 markers. Now question number 4, A part, and question number 4 says the first, second and third terms of the arithmetic progression are k, 6k and k plus 6 respectively. A part, find the value of constant k, and this is 2-mark question. So first term is a1. A1 we can write as k, and a2 is equal to 6k, and a3 is equal to k plus 6. So these are the 3 values provided. Now we need to find d. D is difference, and which is a2 minus a1, second term minus first term, as it is geometric, basically arithmetic progression. So we will be, second term will be 6k minus first term will be k, so this is equal to 5k, and this will be equal to d is also equal to a3 minus a2, and this will be equal to a3 is k plus 6 minus 6k, and this is equal to 6 minus 5k. Now we can equalize these two because both are equal to d, so we can write as 5k is equal to 6 minus 5k. This implies 10k is equal to 6, so k is equal to 6 by 10, which we can write as 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 will be k value, which we can even provide as decimal, and decimal value will be 3 divided by 5 is 0.6. So we can write answer as 3.5 or 3 by 5 or 0.6. Now for the B part says find the sum of first 30 terms of the progression. So S30 Sn formula, we know Sn is equal to n by 2 2a. You can refer to the formula sheet also n minus 1 into d, and this will be n is 30, we require 30, so S30 will be equal to 30 by 2, and this will be 2. A value is just now we found, which is 0.6, plus this will be 30 minus 1 into d value, and d value is what? D value is 0.5k, basically d value is 5k, this one d value is 5k, so we can write it as 0.6 into 5, so this will be 0.6 into 5, and bracket close, and we can simplify in one go. This will be 30 divided by 2 bracket, and this will be 2 again bracket 0.6 bracket close, plus this will be 30 minus 1, which we can write directly as 29 in brackets, and the next will be 0.6 multiplied by 5 bracket close and the final bracket close, and this is equal to 130. 1323. So we can write it as 1323. And this is sum of first 30 terms, and this was a 3-mark question which is done. Now question number 5, and the question number 5 says the equation of the curve is y is equal to, this equation of the curve is provided, and the equation of the line is also given, y is equal to x minus a, where k and a are constants. A part, given that the curve and the line intersect at the point with coordinates 0 and 3 by 4. So the values of k and a are required, and this is a 4 marks question. So these are the points, like x is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 0, we can write on, first we can write on the equation, we can compare this and this because they are intersecting. So we will be equating them for the points of intersection. So we can write it as, by equating, we can write as this one. Now at x is equal to, 0, we will replace this, this term will be 0, this will be 0, these two terms will be 0, and this will also be 0. So the remaining terms, I'm just writing the remaining terms, 1 by 2 k squared is equal to minus a. So this implies what? K square is equal to minus 2a, and this will be, k squared will be equal to minus 2a. So k will be equal to what? This will be minus, basically a will be, a value we require. So a will be equal to k square over minus 2 or minus k square by 2. This will be the value of a. Now this value, which I will shift a little over here so that we can use this space. So at x is equal to, 3 by 4, which is the other value. So they are saying that these are the points of intersection. This is the coordinates, x coordinates of the point. So we will be replacing this 3 by 4, and we will get 4, and x, it means 3 by 4 squared minus k into 3 by 4 and plus 1 by 2 k squared is equal to 3 by 4 minus a, and this a value which we found over here, we will be replacing in this equation, and we will get, we can simplify this. This will be what? This will be 4 into 3 over 4, and this is squared, and this is equal to 9 by 4. So we can write 9 by 4 minus, this will be 3 by 4k, and plus this will be 1 by 2k squared, and this is equal to 3 by 4, and minus a value, we are replacing this minus, this will be plus k square by 2. Now these two, k square by 2 and this k square by 2, will be cancelled, and the remaining part will be, we can cancel 4 as well. So 4 will be cancelled. We will get minus 9 minus 3k. 9 minus 3k is equal to 3, or we can write 3k is equal to 9 minus 3, which is equal to 6. So k is equal to 2. We got this k is equal to 2. Now this k value we can replace in this one, and this will be a is equal to minus k square by 2, and minus this will be 2 over 2. K is equal to, basically k, this will be 2 squared by 2, so it will be minus 4 by 2, which we can write as minus 2. So a value will be equal to -2, and this is done. This was, we were supposed to find a and a value, and this was a 4-mark question which we got. Now for B part says that given instead that a is equal to -7/2, find the value of a for which the line is a tangent to the curve, and this is 5-mark question. So the same equation which we equated, this equation, we can take this equation and we can copy this and we can use over here, and the same equation we can copy, but no issues. So we can write here 4x squared. So if you will be writing 4x squared minus kx plus k squared by 2 is equal to x minus a. So this was the equation, and now a value is -7/2. We will be replacing 4x squared minus, this will be -7/2. No, this is a value. So we can write kx plus this will be k squared by 2, and this is equal to x, and minus into minus will be plus, so 7/2. Further, now we can multiply everything, or what we can do, we can shuffle this k square and x square. Basically we require the quadratic equation in form of x, so 4x square as it is, and x containing terms we can write minus kx and minus x. We are shifting this to the other side, and constant terms we can write plus k square by 2 minus 7/2 is equal to 0. Now we can further rearrange it, as we can take basically common minus x common, and inside will be k plus 1, and plus this constant we can write in bracket, and this will be the constant. Now this is quadratic equation, and they're saying that tangent to the curve, so it's touching to the curve at one point, so we can write b square, discriminant b square minus 4ac is equal to 0 because it's touching at one point. So b is this portion which is with minus, so b square will be k plus 1 squared, minus will be gone because of square, b square minus 4 into a, which is also 4, and c will be what? C will be k square by 2, k, I will write properly, k square by 2 minus 7/2. This k also is a little confusing, so and this is equal to 0. Now further we can open this square. If we open this square, it will be k squared plus 1 plus 2k, and this will be minus 16, and inside will be 16 multiplied by k square by 2, and minus minus plus, this will be 16 into 7/2, and this is equal to 0. Further we can cancel this 2, and this will be 8, and further we can cancel this also, and this will be 8. Now we can rewrite k square as it is, and this is k square and minus 8 square, so minus 7k squared and plus 2k, and this 1 and 8 we will combine, and this will be 9, this will be 8 into 7 will be 56, so 56 plus 1 will be 57, so our final equation will be this one. Now we can solve this quadratic equation. This is quadratic equation in terms of k, and we can rewrite it as this one, and this is equal to 0. Now we can factorize mode 5 3, and coefficient of k square is 7, coefficient of k is -2, and the constant value is -57. and this will be 3 and minus 19 by 7. 3 and minus 19 by 7. If you want to provide working, we can do that. We can change sign and we can write k minus 3 into 7k plus 19 is equal to 0. So k is equal to 3 and k is equal to minus 19 over 7, and these will be rough working I'm erasing, and these will be the two values of k which we found. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 6. Diagram is given. The diagram shows the curve with equation this and the line with equation y is equal to 2x plus 2. So line equation is given and the curve equation is provided. Find the exact area of the shaded region which is bounded by the line and the curve, and this is a 5 marks question. So first of all, we are interested, in these 2 points of intersection so that we can find area under the curve and area under the straight line. So we will be interested in these 2 points first, and to find these 2 points, we will be equating these 2 equations. And when we equate these 2 equations, I will be writing here. So it will be 5x raised to the power 1 by 2 is equal to 2x plus 2. This is what we will be solving, and we can rewrite this equation as like 2x minus 5x raised to power 1 by 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. Now this is quadratic equation, but what we will do, we will replace this by like for example, we can replace it by p, so it will be 2p squared minus 5p plus 2 is equal to 0. And this equation now we can solve, and this will be coefficient of p square is 2, coefficient of p is minus 5, and the constant value is 2, so this will be 2 and 1 by 2. So p is equal to 2 and p is equal to 1 by 2. We got these two values, and we can replace x raised to power 1 by 2. So this will be equal to 2, and x raised to the power 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. And to find the value of x, we will be taking square. So x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 1 by 4 when we take square. So these are the two values which we are writing, but we need the point. So for this x value and for this x value, we will be finding the points, and those points are what we will replace in any of the equations, and we have this equation of line y is equal to 2x plus 2. So y is equal to 2x plus 2. We will replace x is equal to 4, so y is equal to 8 plus 2, so this will be equal to 10. So y is equal to 10 for this value of 4. So point will be 4 and 10. And the second thing, second value is x is equal to 1 by 4. So y is equal to 2x plus 2, and y will be equal to 2 into 1 by 4 plus 2, and this will be cancelled, and y is equal to 2.5. So our point will be 1 by 4 and 2.5. Our 1 by 4 will be 0.25 and 2.5. So this will be our point which we have written basically. So these are the points which we found. 4 and 10 is bigger value, so it will be 4 and 10. If I change color, so it will be 4 and 10, and this point will be 1 by 4 and 5 by 2, or you can write the decimal values as you like. So like for example, I'll also write the decimal value which is 0.25 and 2.5. So these are the values, and now we can find the area under the graph, and area under the graph will be area under the curve. area under the curve, we can see these are the 2 points which we found, and the area under the straight line will be this shape, which we know is trapezium, and we will be finding the area of trapezium, and we will be finding the area under the curve, and area of trapezium we will subtract from area of the curve, and this is how we can find the shaded area ultimately. So our target is to find area under the curve and area of the trapezium. So first we will find the area of trapezium, and area of trapezium formula, is what? If we find area of trapezium will be equal to what? 1 by 2 into A plus B into H. So A plus B will be parallel sides always, and these are parallel sides, so we can take this side. Y value will be 10, so this side is 10 and this side is 2.5. So, and height will be this one, which is 4 minus 0.25, so that will be 4 minus 0.25 will be 3.75, so this will be 3.75 will be this height. So we are taking 2.5 plus 10 into 3.75, so it will be 1 by 2 into 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 10 and multiply by 3.75, and this will be resulting to what? This will be 0.5, which is half, into 2.5 plus 10 and multiply by 3.75, and this is resulting to 375 over 16. 375 over 16 I'm writing as it is because I don't want to lose the decimal values, so otherwise you can write 23.4375. So I'm writing this fraction as it is. So this is area of trapezium. Now we need area of the shape under the curve, which is 5x raised by 1 by 2. So the limit is what? Limit is from 1 by 4 or 0.25 to 4. So we will be integrating that one. So integral 5x raised to the power 1 by 2 dx, and it's starting from like 1 by 4 to 4, and we can integrate. This will be 5x raised to the 1 by 2 plus 1 will be 3 by 2 and divided by 3 by 2, and this will be limit will be 1 by 4 to 4, and this will be, we can write it as what? We can write it as 10 by 3, and inside will be x raised by 3 by 2. Upper limit will be replacing first, so 4 raised by 3 by 2 minus this will be 4 raised to the power 1 by 4, basically 1 by 4 raised to the power 3 by 2. So this will be our calculation which we'll be doing with the help of calculator. So 10 over 3, and bracket will be 4 raised to the power 3 by 2, and next is minus 1 over 4, and this should be bracket over here, and bracket raised to the power 3 by 2, and bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 105 by 4. I am again writing the same fraction, not writing the decimal value. Now the shaded region, so shaded area is equal to, so area under the curve, which is this one, minus area of trapezium, which is 375 over 16, 375 over 16, and this is already there, so minus 375 over 16, and this is giving us 45 by 16, 45 by 16, and the decimal value will be 2.8125, 2.8125, and this will be units square. Whatever units, it will be square. So this is done. Shaded region which is bounded by the line in the curve, and this was 5 mark question which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the next question, and this is question number 7. Question number 7 diagram is provided, and the diagram shows the sector OBAC, OBAC, OBA and C of a circle with a center O and radius 10 centimeters. The point P lies, this is the point P, lies on OC, and BP is perpendicular to OC, but BP is perpendicular, so this is 90-degree angle. Angle AOC is pi by 6, so this is 1 by 6 pi, and the length of the arc AB is 2 centimeter. So this arc length is 2 centimeter, which is provided over here. And A part, find the angle BOC, and this is a 2 marks question. Angle BOC we need to identify. BOC will be this much angle which is required. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything. Now what we can do, we can apply the sector formula. So L will be equal to R theta, and theta is, L is 2 centimeters. We are applying basically this one, 2 centimeter is this length. We are applying on this sector. We are applying on this sector, and this will be, L is 2 and R is 10, so theta will be equal to 2 over 10, which is equal to 1 by 5, and this is radians. So 1 by 5 radians. So we can add this in pi by 6, so the total angle will be what? Angle BOC will be equal to, we can write angle BOC is equal to pi by 6 plus 1 by 5 radians, and this one you can write like this one, or you can provide in decimals, and decimal value we can calculate. This will be pi by 6, pi over 6, and this will be plus 1 over 5, and this is equal to 0.7236, 724 we can write, 0.724 up to 3 significant figures. So we have written this. If you want the digits, so we can provide over here 723598, 0.723598, and then you can write approximately this is equal to this, and this is the final answer. Now for B part, they are saying hence find the area of the shaded region BPC, giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures, and this is 4 mark question. So BPC is which area? BPC is this shaded area, and if we find the sector area of this complete sector, if we find the area, then we subtract the area of triangle OBP, that will be the shaded area. This will be our strategy to solve this question, B part. And now we will be taking the area of the sector. So area of the sector will be equal to 1 by 2 r square theta, this will be the formula, and r value is 10, so 10 square, and theta we just calculated, pi by 6 plus 1 by 5 radian, and this will be the area. And what we can do, we can side by side find the area of the triangle also. So area of triangle will be equal to half into base into height, and this is what area of triangle will be first we need to find the height, because height we don't have. So what we will do, we will calculate this, then we will find the area of triangle. So it will be 10 square will be 100 into, this will be pi by 6, pi over 6, and plus 1 over 5, and bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 36.1799, or we can write 36.18, and this will be centimeter square, because drawing is in centimeter, measurements are in centimeters. Now for h bar, h we need to find the, we will be doing, what we'll be doing, we'll be considering the triangle, and which triangle we are considering is this triangle, white triangle. Now we are shading that triangle, this whole triangle we can consider, and angle will be what? Angle will be pi by 6 plus 1 by 5, and we need this BP height, so it will be BP over BP over OB will be equal to sine of basically we sine of this one, BP will be sine of uh, uh, angle pi by 6 plus 1 by 5. This is what we found angle. So this will be our height. We can write, okay, so BP will be what? We will solve here. BP will be equal to OB, which is 10. So 10 sine of pi by 6 plus 1 by 5, and this will be equal to, we can use this 10 sine of, your calculator should be in radian mode, so shift this mode should be radian, and this will be sine of pi over 6, and this will be plus 1 over 5, and bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 6.62. So we can write here 6.62 centimeters, and this will be shifted to the proper place, and we can shift this over here, and this will be our working for height, and we found this height, and size. Okay, so this is our height, and base is, for base again we need to apply, this will be adjacent over hypotenuse, which is OP over OB will be equal to cos of, again pi by 6 plus 1 by 5, and OP will be equal to 10 cos of pi by 6 plus 1 by 5, and this will be, we already have this, just we need to change sine to cos, and this will be our value 7.49, so 7.49 centimeters. We got this value also, and we can shift this to the required place, and this one will be our base also. So this is basically the value of B, and this is value of H, and now we can use this area of triangle will be equal to 1 by 2 into base, which is 6.62, and height, which is 7.49. Basically base is 7.49 and height is 6.62, and we can find this value. This value is already there, so multiply by 6.62 and then multiply by 0.5 is equal to 24.806. Now shaded area, we can find shaded area will be equal to the total area, which is 36.18, so we can write 36.18 minus 24.806, and this will be equal to 36.18 minus answer is equal to 11.373 or 11.37, or we can write it as 11.4. So this will be centimeter square, and this is also centimeter square. This is area, and everything is done. This is our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 8, and the question number 8 says the equation of the circle is this one. The point A and B lie on the circle. Find the value of A and B, and hence find the coordinates of the center of the circle, and this is 4-mark question. So when we use this point A, so for A 1 and 1, this implies what we will replace in this circle equation. So it will be 1 squared plus 1 squared plus A plus B minus 12 is equal to 0, or we can write A plus B is equal to 10. This will be our equation 1. And when we use the B point, which is 2 and minus 6, we can replace these values. So it will be, this implies 2 squared plus this will be minus 6 squared plus this will be AX, which is 2 which is 2A. So and minus 6B is minus 12 is equal to 0. And if we simplify this equation, so this will be 4 and plus this will be 36 plus 2A minus 6B minus 12 is equal to 0, and this implies 2A minus 6B is equal to minus 28, and we can divide it by 2 and we'll get A minus 3B is equal to minus 14, and this is our equation 2. We got these two equations which we can simultaneously solve. I'm writing the second equation over here, which is A plus B is equal to 10, and simultaneously we'll be solving. So change sign, and then this will be cancelled, and we will be getting, this will be minus 4B is equal to minus 24, and this implies B is equal to 6. So B is equal to 6 value, which we can replace in any of the equations. I'm replacing in this one. A plus B is equal to 10. So A plus 6 is equal to 10. So A will be equal to 4, and this is our final answer. AB values we found. Now they are saying, and hence after finding this one, and hence find the coordinates of the center of the circle. So for the center of the circle, we can we will replace A and B values, and that one, what I will do, I will shift this over here. So this is our A and B value. This is separated. Now we can use the space. We know the general equation of the circle is what? X minus, this is the standard form, this will be square plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So this is the equation we will be writing in this format. So we can write our equation is what? X square plus y square plus ax, which is a value is 4, so ax plus by, so 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. Now we can rearrange. It will be x squared plus 4x plus y squared plus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0, completing square for this section and then completing square for this section. So for the first section we can write x plus 4 by 2 will be 2, so x plus 2 squared minus 2 squared, and for the other section, this one we can write plus y plus 6 by 2 will be 3, so y plus 3 squared minus 3 squared minus 12 is equal to 0. Now we can rewrite it as x plus 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared, and this will be 4 minus 9 and minus 12, which is minus 25, so we can write equal to 25. And this will be, center will be what? This will be minus 2 and minus 3 h and k values. So we can write minus 2 and minus 3. This will be coordinates of the center, because we know this is h and k value, which we have written here. Hopefully you understood this. So this is done, and next is what? Next is B part, and B part says find the equation of the tangent to the circle at the point A, giving your answer in the form this one, where P, Q and K are integers, and this is also 4 marks question. So if we draw the circle, if we draw a circle like over here, so I will delete this one, so this and this one, so this is roughly, I'm taking a circle, and the tangent if we draw is, this is like the center of the circle roughly. So, and the coordinates of center which we just found is minus 2 and minus 3, which we found over here. And the point A is this one, and the tangent at A, if we draw the tangent at A, will be this one, and this is A, and the coordinates of A are 1 1, and this is our question. And B, if you want, B will be like, for example, over here, and the coordinates of B are, we can write 2 and minus 6. So roughly I'm just drawing for your understanding. Now to find the equation of the tangent, tangent is this one. So to draw the equation of the tangent, to write the equation of the tangent, we require two things. Number one, we require the gradient, and the gradient of OA we can find because we have coordinates of O and A. So gradient of OA will be equal to y2 minus y1 minus 3 minus 1 over x2 minus x1, so minus 2 minus 1, and this is equal to minus 4 over minus 3, which is equal to 4 by 3. Now the gradient of the tangent will be what? Gradient of the tangent will be reciprocal and change sign, so it will be minus 3 by 4. So we got gradient of the tangent. Now we can use this point which is 1 1, and we can write the equation of the line in point slope form. So y minus y1 is equal to m of the tangent into x minus x1, and we will be replacing values, and this will be y minus y1 will be 1 is equal to m of the tangent will be, gradient of the tangent will be minus 3 by 4 and x minus 1. And now further we can simplify this, so it will be y is y minus 1 is equal to minus 3 by 4x and plus 3 by 4, and y is equal to minus 3 by 4x and plus 3 by 4 plus 1, and this one we can solve with the calculator, and or otherwise we will multiply everything by 4 to get rid of the denominator. So it will be 4y is equal to minus 3x plus this will be 7, and we can rewrite it as in the required format. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 7, and this is the required equation of the tangent, which is in the same format as they are requiring. P, Q and K are integers. P value is 3, Q value is 4, and R is 7. Question number 9. The equation of the curve is given, which is this one. For x is greater than minus 1 by 3, we have to find first and second order derivatives, and this is 3 marks question. So y is equal to 3x plus 1 minus 4 into 3x plus 1, 3x plus 1 raised to the power 1 by 2. Now we'll be taking the derivative, dy by dx will be equal to derivative of 3x will be 3, constant will be constant derivative will be 0, and minus 4 and power will be pulled first, and 3x plus 1 raised to the power 1 by 2 minus 1 will be minus 1 by 2, and into derivative of 3x will be 3, this one. And then we can rewrite it as 3, and this will be cancelled, and 2 will be multiplied by 3 and we'll get 6, and into 3x plus 1 raised to the power minus 1 by 2. So this is our dy by dx value. Now we can take the second order derivative, d2y over dx square. Derivative of this constant will be 0. So next will be minus 6 into minus 1 by 2, 3x plus 1 raised by minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So it will be minus 3 by 2 into derivative of this inner part, which is 3. We will write here. And we can rewrite it as, this will be simplifying to 3 into 3 will be 9. So we can write 9 into 3x plus 1 raised to the power minus 3 by 2. So this will be the second order derivative also. We are done. Both derivatives we are done. This is a 3 marks question which we have done. Now the B part says, find the coordinates of the stationary point of the curve and determine its nature also, and this is 4 mark question. So for stationary points we are putting dy by dx is equal to 0, and our equation, our derivative is what, 3 minus 6 into 3x plus 1 raised by minus 1 by 2 will put equal to 0, and this one we can rewrite it as 6 over under root 3x plus 1, and this will be equal to 3, and we can rewrite it as under root 3x plus 1 is equal to 6 by 3, which is equal to 2. Take square on both sides, so this will be equal to 3x plus 1 is equal to 4, so 3x is equal to 3, x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1, this is the value which we got. Stationary, find the coordinates of the stationary point. So for x is equal to 1, we require the y value also, so we can find y value. We have this equation, so y is equal to, we can use this equation basically. So this will be over here, and we can use this equation, and we will be for y values we will be replacing x is equal to 1. If we replace in this, we will get y coordinate. So this will be y is equal to, this will be 3 into 1 plus 1 minus 4 into 3 into 1 plus 1 raised by 1 by 2. So this will be 3 plus 1 will be 4. 4 minus 4 into 3 plus 1 will be 4 raised by 1 by 2. And this will be 2 into 8, so minus, this will be 4. So coordinates will be basically for 1, it will be 1 and minus 4. So 1 and minus 4 will be the coordinates. Now they are asking for the, find the coordinates of the stationary point and the curve and determine its nature also. See, this is the nature also, because this is a 4 mark part. So d2y over dx square at x is equal to 1 we will be finding, and d2y over dx square is 9 into 3x plus 1 raised to a minus 3 by 2, and at x is equal to 1 we will replace this as 1. So this will be 9 into 3 plus 1 4 raised to a minus 3 by 2, and this will be equal to 9 into 4 raised to the power fraction minus 3 over 2, and this is equal to 9 by 8. 9 by 8 you know is greater than 0, so this will be minimum. nature of point also we have done. Now question number 10, and the question number 10 says function f and g are defined as follows. These are the functions. F is not equal to 1 by 2 and g of x is this one for x. So a part they are saying the diagram shows part of the graph y is equal to f of x. State the domain of f inverse of x. And we know that the domain of f of x will be range of f inverse of x. So this will be range of this will be domain of f inverse, and range is what x value is varying from a minus infinity to up to this. If we check the asymptote, this is the x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 line is like this one. So this line will be like, you can say x is equal to 1 is basically this line. So it is minus infinity from this side, it will be from minus infinity to up to 1 line. So minus infinity to 1, and union this will be 1 to infinity, and these are all excluded, so x is not equal to 1. So this will be our answer for this one, because range of f of x will be domain of f inverse of x. That's why we have written this, and this was a 1 mark question. No further explanation is required for this. B part, find an expression for f inverse of x. F of x is given, which is 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 1. So we can write f of x is equal to 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 1, and we can write y is equal to 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 1, cross multiplication, so 2xy minus y is equal to 2x plus 1, and this minus y we can shift to the other side, and it will be 2xy minus 2x is equal to y plus 1, and we can take 2x common, and or we can take, basically we need to make x as subject, so we are not taking 2 common. Otherwise what we can do, we can take 2x common, and inside will be y minus 1, and this will be equal to y plus 1, and x we can make subject, and we can send y plus 1 over 2 into y minus 1. Now we can swap x and y, and when we swap x and y, it will be y is equal to x plus 1 over 2 into y minus 1, x minus 1, and this y is basically our inverse, so f inverse of x is equal to x plus 1 over 2 into x minus 1, or you can write 2x minus 2, and this is our final answer. Now they are saying find g inverse of g of f inverse of 3. So first of all, g of f inverse of 3. First of all, we will be concentrating on this part, and we'll be finding f inverse of 3. So f inverse of 3 will be what? F inverse of 3, we already have f inverse, and we will replace in this, which is x plus 1, so it will be 3 plus 1 over 2 into 3 minus 1, so this will be 4 over 4, which is equal to 1. Now we will replace g of f inverse of 3. We can replace this by its value, which is 1. So g of 1, and g of 1 will be what? G of x is equal to x square plus 4. So this will be equal to x square, mean 1 square plus 4. So this is 5, and this is the value which was required. And this was 2-mark question, which is done. Hopefully you understood this. Now D part, they're saying explain why g inverse of x cannot be found, because g of x, you know, g of x is a square expression, x square plus 4, which is quadratic function, quadratic function which you know is having square is having plus minus both values, so inverse is not 1 1, so we can write inverse is not 1 1 function. So this is what we can provide reason for this 1 mark question. E part says show that this one can be expressed in this format. Hence find the area of the triangle enclosed by the tangent to the curve y is equal to f of x at the point where x is equal to 1 and x and y x-axis and y-axis, basically 6 marks question. So we can rewrite it as 1 plus 2 over 2x minus 1, which we can take LCM and we can write 2x minus 1 and over 1, this will be 2x minus 1 multiplied by 1 plus this will be 2 as it is, and this will be 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 1. This is the required format which we have written. Now they are saying equation of the tangent to this. So y is equal to this. Y is equal to 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 1. We need to find the derivative. So derivative, how we can find the derivative? We can rewrite it as 1 plus 2 over 2x minus 1. So dy by dx will be equal to derivative of this whole thing. We will be writing derivative of 1 will be constant, so constant will be 0, so plus this will be 2 as it is, and minus 1 over 2x minus 1 squared into derivative. This, if you take derivative of this separately, like for example you can rewrite it as 2x minus 1 raised by minus 1, then you can take derivative minus 1 and it would be 2x minus 1 raised by minus 2 into 2, and you can further rewrite it as this one. So I have explained you how I got this derivative also. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can rewrite it as 2 into 2 will be 4, so it will be 4 inside will be minus 1 over 2x minus 1 squared, and what else, this will be our dy by dx. Now we need dy by dx at 1, dy by dx at 1 will be equal to, at 1 we are taking, because point where x is equal to 1 it is mentioned in the question, so we are writing this. So this will be 4 into minus 1 over this will be 2 minus 1 squared, and this will be equal to minus 4. So this will be the gradient value of m we got as minus 4, and the point which we can use is 1. X, when x is equal to 1 we can find y value, and y value will be what? We know y is equal to 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 1. When x is equal to 1, y will be equal to 3 over this will be 1, so which is equal to 3. So our point will be 1 and 3. So 1 and 3 will be the point, so we'll be using these two informations to write the equation. M is equal to minus 4 and point is 1 and 3, and we will write the equation and that is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, and this will be equal to y minus 3 is equal to m, which is minus 4, x minus x1, which is 1. So y minus 3 is equal to minus 4x plus 4, and minus 3 we can shift to other side, so y is equal to minus 4x and plus 7, and this will be our equation. Further, what we can do, we can shrink a little to get the space so that we are shrinking to readable size, and this space we can use for further working. So y is equal to this on x-axis. So on x-axis, what will happen? On x-axis, y will be equal to 0. Uh, we can take on x-axis y is equal to 0. So our equation will be what? 0 is equal to minus 4x plus 7. So x will be equal to 7 by 4. X value will be equal to 7 by 4. And on y-axis, x will be equal to 0. So this equation will be y is equal to 7. So we got these two values. So area will be equal to what? 1 by 2 into base into height, which is 7 by 4 into 7. And this will be equal to, if we simplify this, it will be 0.5 into 7 over 4 and multiply by 7, and this is equal to 49 by 8. 49 by 8, and the decimal value will be what? 6.125. 6.125. This will be units square. This is area, so it will be units square. So this is also done. Now this is question number 11. The question number 11 says the function f is given by f of x is equal to this. A range is given where k is a constant, a part. Given that k is equal to 3, find the exact solutions of the equation f of x is equal to 0. So f of x is equal to, given 4 cos 4x plus cos square x minus k, and x value is greater than equal to 0, and less than equal to 2 pi. This is the range. Now we can write f of x is equal to 0. So f of x is equal to 0. Fine. Given that k is equal to 3, exact solution when f of x is equal to 0. So we'll replace 3. K is equal to 3 when f of x is equal to 0. So 4 cos 4x plus cos square x and minus 3 is equal to 0. And this one we can put cos square x is equal to y. So it will be 4y squared plus y minus 3 is equal to 0. And we can find more 5 3. So coefficient of y square is 4, then y is 1 and minus 3, and this is 3 by 4 and minus 1. So y is equal to 3 by 4 and y is equal to minus 1. So these are the values. Cos square x is equal to 3 by 4 and cos square x is equal to minus 1. And you know negative value for square is impossible, so we are rejecting this. And next we will be writing cos x will be equal to plus minus under root 3 over 2. We can write this, and this will be x will be equal to cos inverse of 5 under root 3 by 2 positive value, and the second value will be cos inverse of minus under root 3 by 2. And we can find these values, and in radian mode we can find this. This will be shift cos of under root 3 by 2 root 3 over 2, and this is equal to pi by 6. So pi by 6, and if we take the negative sign over here, and this is 5 pi by 6. So these are the two values which we got. And for the now the range of values, the other values, these are the principal values which we got by the help of calculator. Now for the other values, we can use pi by 6 will be like this one. and the other pi by 6 positive value we can say is CTS. So its cos positive value will be this one and this one, and negative value will be this side, and negative value, the other negative value will be like this side. So exactly if I try to draw, they will be like it is. Okay, now this one. So this will be pi by 6. This is a minus pi by 6 negative side. This is pi by 6, and this is pi by 6 again. So we can write the answers. Answers will be first angle when we start from 0. First angle will be this one, which is pi by 6. So our answer will be pi by 6. And next angle will be this one, which is 5, which we can say 2 pi minus pi by 6. So we can write pi minus, this will be pi over 6, and this will be equal to 5 pi by 6. So 5 pi by 6, this will be second angle, and the third angle will be up to this one, which is we can write 2 pi pi plus, basically this will be, we'll just change the sign over here, and this will be 7 pi by 6, and the fourth and the last angle will be starting from here till this one will be 2 pi minus pi by 6. So we can write here minus and write here 2, and this will be equal to 11 by 6 pi. So 11 by 6 pi, these will be the answers, and this is done. Now for B part, we can go through B part. Says use the quadratic formula to show that when k is equal to 5, the equation f of x is equal to 0 has no solutions, and this is 5 mark question. Equation is what? Equation is 4 cos 4 x plus cos square x minus k is equal to 0. Now we can apply the quadratic. We can write it as like quadratic formula we can apply, because this is quadratic equation in terms of cos square x. So cos square x will be equal to minus b, which is minus 1, plus minus b square. B square will be 1 squared minus 4. A is 4, and c is minus k, and minus k over 2a, so 2 into 4, and this will be the value, and cos square x will be equal to minus 1 plus minus, this will be 1, and plus 16k over this will be 8. Now if we check this one, uh, this is less than 0. um, this is less than 0. They're saying this one k value is greater than 5, so we can write minus 1 plus minus uh, under root of 1 plus 16k over 8. And if we write this less than 0, we can solve this. So this will be cos, cos angle is what? Cos angle is, if we draw cos, it will be positive side and then negative side and then positive side and then negative side, like this one. So what will happen? This is extreme value, and this is also lower extreme value. So 1 value, and this is minus 1. So it's varying from 1 to minus 1. So if at 0, what we can do, we can find this. So it will be minus 1 plus if we take positive value, plus minus under root 1 plus 16k will be less than 0, and then we can write it as 1 plus 16k is less than minus 1. We are shifting to other side, so it will be 1, and this will be 16k is equal to, after taking square we have removed the root also. 16k is less than 0, so k is less than 0. Now if we are writing this -1 plus minus under root 1 plus 16k over 8 is greater than 1, for the greater than 1 value, if we calculate, this will be -1 plus minus under root 1 plus 16k is greater than 8. So -1 we can shift to the side, so plus minus under root 1 plus 16k is greater than 9. And now we can take square, so after taking square plus minus will go and this will be 81, and 16k is greater than 80, and this will 80, yes, so it will be 80, and then k will be equal to, will be greater than 80 by 16, 80 by 16, so k is greater than 5. So this is how we got this value, k is greater than 5 also. So what will happen basically when we are taking square, so for the square graph, this negative portion is shifting up like this. So we are not having this lower section and we are getting the positive value only. So this is done. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.